Hello, I am the Smash Leak Explainer. I'm here to explain why this leak here, the Mii costume headgear leak, is 100% real. Let's get into it. As you can see behind me here, I have this map mapped out of all the evidence we need. And you may not be able to see it right now, but don't worry, I will zoom in so you can see it. First of all, we start here in the center with the initial leak. We have a Mii brawler with the Mallow hat and the Toad brawler gear. Then we have the Caco Demon headgear with the Cyber Mii gunner. And then here's our first evidence trail. Let's go down this one. We have here Ken giving a thumbs up. Yeah, Ken giving a thumbs up. Now, you may be thinking, why would they choose Ken? Sure, he's a newcomer, but what makes Ken so important? Ken was part of the only real photo leak from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You can see here the photo shows Ivysaur, Pichu, Ken, and Pac-Man chilling on Morai Towers with the debug menu down here and the 2 minutes and 30 seconds up here. The debug menu and the 2 minutes and 30 seconds actually lend some validity to the original leak here because you cannot see the debug mode here, but for the video footage, which I guess I could put on the screen if I'm not too lazy, maybe up here because I didn't put anything over here. The video footage stays on 2 minutes and 30 seconds the entire time. So that's on 2 minutes and 30 seconds, that's on 2 minutes and 30 seconds, no decimal points, no nothing, flat out 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So that's the Ken trail, hinting at it, kind of like a calling card going, hey, dummy, this one's real because Ken is the only real image leak. Now let's flip around over here. Let's flip around over to here and let's take a look at the Caco Demon headgear. Obviously this is hinting at Doom Guy, Doom Slayer, Doom Fella, whatever you want to call him from the Doom series. Now, there's been evidence for Doom Guy for a long time, many 4chan leaks that Lax Chris has covered. We all know how those turn out. But an article was posted a long time ago talking about how Bethesda and Nintendo had discussed Doom Guy in Smash. Now, discussion is not anything. I could talk to the president, ask him to make me president. That doesn't make me the president. But it still could be a very good thing. Now, if you look very closely at the model for the Caco Demon headgear, I found this on Twitter. I can't remember who posted it, but I'll throw up his name here if I can find it. He pointed out that that is, as far as he can tell, not a pre-existing model, and not the model from what we assume it's based on, which is from a different Doom game. I apologize for not knowing which one. I've only played the original Doom, because it was cheap on the eShop, and I bought it, and I love it. So, it's the Caco Demon headgear from a different Doom game, or Wolfenstein, or something. See here, it's got some buttons, and it looks like it's made of cloth. It's, you know, it's supposed to be a hat. Here, it just looks straight up like the guy from Doom. And this one has smaller teeth but more frequent. This one has bigger teeth and less frequent. So that's the whole Doom trail. There's not much there on the Doom trail, personally speaking, but the fact that it exists is pretty good for it. Now, let's talk about Geno, and let's take a very, very in-depth look at every single DLC Mii Fighter costume. Let's start here. Mallow's headgear here obviously hints at Geno from Super Mario RPG. Geno was already a Mii Fighter costume here in Super Smash Bros. 4, but that did not return. And it did not return with the Dragon Quest Mii costume, which could obviously be attributed to Square only wanting it to be about Dragon Quest because the game was coming out. But it also, weirdly missing in action, is the Chocobo hat. Nothing really about that one, but it'll come back later. So the Geno Mii costume is completely missing, and a new Mallow Mii costume has appeared. And also right now, floating around on Twitter, there is a thing about a mod for Smash Bros. 4 with a Mallow hat. I'll put up the picture right here. Yeah, Smash 4 is not Smash Ultimate. That's my only proof, because sure, you could take the model from it, but if you look closely at the models, they're different. Caden, put up a picture if you're not too lazy. Now, let's talk about the Pirate Hat assist trophy. This little guy right here. In the video, right about, right here, zoom in, you can see that it looks like the Mallow hat changed to a pirate hat. But this is completely foolish, and if you believe this, you are in fact a fool, because it's an assist trophy. It's the little shadow of the guy right here, about to turn into Waluigi and make me sad, because there's no Waluigi in the game. So, that's that. There's really not much to the pirate hat, but it's quite obviously not a pirate hat on Mallow. It doesn't swap it at all. So let's start getting into disproving some people's beliefs. This one's not up on the board, but Game Explain, the almighty people who definitely have a tie to Nintendo but won't admit it so they'll stay on top, they talked about how it seems to line up too well. Well, if we're going off that logic, then I guess every leak kind of lines up too well, doesn't it? SNK being leaked a few days before the Nintendo Direct, lines up too well. It happened. Bloody Tears Monster Dance being put on the website the night before the Direct, that lines up too much. Sure, the Grinch leak did line up too much, and I still am hurt by that, but I think it does not matter. And another thing I've heard is, why would they have Mii costumes based for fighters this far out? Because sure, we could not get Doomguy or Geno for a little while. We could wait till March or further past that, but let's talk about Banjo and the Dragon Quest hero. They were both announced on the same day. Banjo was announced in June and did not come out until September. That's a few months. We could easily have the last fighter of the Fighter Pass announced, presumably Doomguy, because I think they want to go with the full third party, tie it up with a bow, very nice. Go with Doomguy, announce him for December 7th, let's make it a big 1-year anniversary. Then announce Geno to be like, and we're not done with this DLC. Let's have Geno come in a little bit later, probably March. Or they could flip the script, because they were originally going to do my plan with Doomguy first then Geno, but they had to change it so that Doomguy would come out more around Doom Eternal, which got delayed till March, as we all know, sadly. So let's talk about the other thing, which is, what if these are just hats that they decided to put in and they're not tied to another character or anything? First of all, why on earth would they put this random enemy from Doom in as a Mii fighter outfit without tying Doom in anywhere else? Not in spirits, not in anything else, just the one Doom hat. They can't do that. Same with Mallow, that can't happen, because I went through every single DLC costume from this game and Smash 4. These are all of the hats you can buy. The Slime hat, the Morgana and Teddy hat, the Inkling, Squid hat, and Majora's Mask. These are all of the hats you can buy on their own. Everything else is tied to a body to make a character, like K. Rool's hat or the wigs from Dragon Quest or whatever. These are just the hats. Every single one of these is tied either to a character, an existing series in the game, or another Mii fighter costume. That's where the Chocobo comes in. The Chocobo over here is also one of these hat only. Chocobo was announced at the same time as Cloud Strife in Smash 4. He tied in there because I think Chocobos are from Final Fantasy. I'm gonna be real, I'm not quite certain on that one. Then we have the Inkling hat. This is the one that is a little shaky here because it was announced alongside the Inkling Boy and Inkling Girl costumes, not a Splatoon character. Of course, we did get the Splatoon character later on down the line. Then we have the Dragon Quest Slime hat, which was announced at the same time as all of the other Dragon Quest Mii fighter paraphernalia. Then we have the Morgana and Teddy hats, obviously in the large wave of Persona costumes that came alongside Joker. Then we have the Link outfit and the Majora's Mask. Obviously, Legend of Zelda is in Smash Bros. I don't want to leak anything, but I think Link is in the game. So based on this and this, it cannot just be a hat. Maybe there's a Doomguy body with it, or maybe there's a Mallow body, or maybe we're getting Geno back, but it cannot be just the hats. Let's talk about Square Mii costumes just a touch more, shall we? Let's talk about how these two costumes were released in the same way. Geno and the Chocobo. Geno and the Chocobo were released in the same wave as Cloud, and nothing else was released that wave. I didn't check stages, but in terms of characters and Mii costumes, it was all Square Enix. Square Enix is known to be rather stingy. It's been said that Cloud was the last character gotten for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because they were stingy with it. Square might be all about, if we get into this game, it's all about us. See, here we have the Geno Mii costume, the Chocobo, and then Cloud, which I should have printed out a picture. And with Dragon Quest over here, it was not just the slime hat. It was only Dragon Quest Mii costumes. So, Square will probably only want the Mallow Mii costume along with Geno when it comes to the game. That's all I got, I think. Well, that's all I have for you today on this conspiracy video about the Mii costume leak. I personally think that this is 100% real, and I can't wait for this to be in some compilation called "Look at all these people who believed the leak was real if it ever turns out to be fake." It would break my heart, because I really want Doomguy in the game. So, anyways, if you liked this video, please like or comment or do whatever. Comment everything you disagree with me, and I'll be sure to reply and go, I didn't think of that. I'm a little stupid. But please share this around if there's someone who doesn't know the whole backstory of the leak. Let them know. I think it would be neat for Papa Geno's to talk about me. Papa Geno's, if you're watching, that would be great. Red, also a big fan. Game Explain, obviously. I am chasing clout a little bit with this video, I'm not gonna lie, but that is the conspiracy of the Mii Hat leak. Thanks for watching.